Awesome. I figured I'd give Cole a 10-minute break during my speech. He can go get some water, take a pause. So thank you all so much for being here today. My name is Eva Dalke. Cole got it right. Eva Dalke, and I'm with Her Plan. We're an organization that seeks to build up resources for moms and babies all across the United States. But before I begin, I just want to say a thank you to all of you. Thank you for being here today. I've been so inspired by these incredible conversations that we've been able to have today. Thank you so much to Frontline Policy for putting on this wonderful event. Can we just give them another round of applause? They fight so many battles in the policy realm for our conservative values and especially for the pro-life cause. So I just want to say a huge thank you to them. 35,990. 35,990 little lives slaughtered by the abortion industry in the state of Georgia in 2024. And those are only the reported numbers that we have. As we're approaching the anniversary of Dobbs, we're of course so grateful that our Supreme Court has rejected the notion that abortion is a constitutional right. However, we also know that abortions are easier to obtain now than ever. Abortion drugs are the new back alley. The abortion industry wants to make sure that every single scared woman knows exactly where to turn when she finds herself in an unexpected pregnancy and she feels like she just can't feed another mouth. Even in our pro-life state of Georgia, she can easily access these dangerous abortion drugs just by searching it up on Google. I looked it up the other day, and for just $90, I can have abortion drugs shipped to my door immediately, even before I'm pregnant. You and I know the lies that get shoved into these women's hearts and minds through the media, through harmful narratives. That going through with her pregnancy is going to be too difficult, that she can't raise another child alone, and that having an abortion is the only answer. Well, you and I both know that abortion and her pregnancy isn't the problem. We believe that deep down she knows this too. Abortion isn't going to make her other problems go away, but so often she's led to believe that maybe this will help her get unstuck, or at least it won't make her current struggles harder. And so many of these women have very legitimate struggles that have brought them to this place of desperation. So I want to talk to you all today about how to respond to this. And in order for us to truly respond to this, we have to understand who she is. Who is the abortion vulnerable woman in our communities? Well, this is a woman who is sitting in the pews of our churches. 36% of women who have had an abortion were attending church at least once a month during the time of her abortion. 54% of these women are Protestant or Catholic. This is a woman sitting in the pews of our churches, and she's desperately trying to figure out how she's going to put food on the table for her other children, or she's wondering how she's going to pay for next month's rent. She's watching her other children play at her feet while she tries to listen to the sermon, and her heart breaks. 59% of women who have had abortions are already raising children, and 85% are doing it alone. They are single mothers. We know that most women don't want to have that abortion. Studies show that 60% of women who have had an abortion would have preferred to give birth if they had received more emotional support or had had more financial security. At Her Plan, our goal is to increase her access to resources so that she can sustain her decision for life, so that she and her baby can thrive. We want to make choosing life an easy decision because she knows that her community has the support that she needs. So what does this support look like? At Her Plan, we believe that 60% statistic is a mandate. We can't sit back here in the state of Georgia while women are crying out that they want to choose life, but they feel like they can't because they have no support. And that's why we've examined the stories, we've done the research, and identified that there are 7 main triggers for women when they are abortion vulnerable. Included in this list are a lack of housing or transportation, mental health struggles, living in an abusive situation, finding out that there's an anomaly detected in her baby, and more. We want every community in Georgia and in the United States to be equipped to handle these triggers for women in your local neighborhoods. Her plan established this concept of the pro-life safety net when we began 5 years ago and crafted our 7 categories of care that each respond to those 7 abortion triggers. We want our communities to catch these women when they fall. And we believe the best way to do that is through resources and through support. Her plan's online resource guide offers a network of life-affirming support to providers and women across the entire nation so that our communities know exactly where to find trusted help for a woman when she is in need. The great state of Georgia is where we first began filling our life-affirming directory 5 years ago, and we've since expanded to be in 29 states across the nation. Our 7 categories of care surround her, forming a hedge of protection so that she doesn't feel alone throughout her pregnancy. Because it's that isolation piece that the abortion industry capitalizes on. They capitalize on this belief that women think their only option is to go take that abortion drug in the bathroom by herself while her other kids are sleeping. We need to prove the abortion industry wrong, that she is not alone. There are thousands of life-affirming resources in our nation, thousands of churches, hundreds of pregnancy centers. We need to step it up and bring that support to her. In our state program, our coordinators go into individual counties and work alongside churches, nonprofits, and community leaders to discern the biggest gaps for vulnerable women in the community, discerning what those biggest abortion triggers might be. And then we mobilize these counties to action by identifying achievable ways for them to fill in those gaps. We do this by hosting car maintenance days to fill transportation gaps, starting new maternity homes, encouraging churches to start their own Embrace Grace groups, and so much more. The response to abortion drugs, the response to that isolation that she experiences, the response to this attack on the sanctity of life is support. Support for her and support for her baby. Every community can become a her community when they step up and take on the challenge of ensuring the vulnerable women in their communities are surrounded with love and support. We believe that real solutions are found by her neighbors that walk with her every single step of the way. We also believe that the first step in all of this is prayer. We know that our God does not want any of his daughters to suffer the traumatizing experience of abortion. We're wanting to ask you to join us in this new initiative to pray specifically for her. At action.herplan.org/prayer, you can download our free prayer guide and commit for 30 days to pray for these women and to pray specifically for women that are going through very specific crises. So that's at action.herplan.org/prayer. Ladies and gentlemen, Georgia cannot sit back and coast when every year we still have thousands of babies lost to abortion and thousands of mothers crying out for help. Let's meet her where she is and equip her with the resources to choose life so that both she and her baby can thrive. Thank you.